Sales, profit, and engagement na naman ang usapan. Hey guys, Matt and Lance here. Corporate guys rin kami at pagod na rin kami sa ganyang usapang office. Ibahin naman natin ang mga kausap natin. Listen to guests from careers beyond the corporate scene with the Project Offbeat Career Podcast. Imagine talking to historians, gamers, teachers, and the like on how they live differently and succeed in their unconventional careers. Baka sakali, ito naman ang sign to pursue your passions. Kita-kits sa Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube.
The views, takes, and opinions expressed on this show are of the host's own and do not represent the views, takes, and opinions of the Bunk Collective and its affiliates. Material and sources mentioned in this episode is for general and commentary purposes only. This episode might include strong language and may not be suitable for children. Listener discretion is advised. Stay safe and stay wrestle everyone. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to your unfiltered Tagalog Wrestling Podcast. And this is the MTV Show Podcast, a wrestling podcast. Okay. So, welcome to the MT Show Podcast, a wrestling podcast by Bunk Collective. So, today's episode of the pod will serve as the final podcast. We are discussing the reviews for the pay-per-views. So, since next week will be hectic week for everyone and for the show as well, as we are going to start the annual Bash Awards 2023 with our tier list episode. We are going to do a review of every pay-per-view of 2023 and we are going to determine their placements on our tier list. Yung mga nasa Discord ng podcast, alam na nila kung paano yung magiging format ng ating tier list. So, fina-finalize ko na yung tier list na yon. And then on Friday, December 22nd, it will be the final episode of the season, which is the Bash Awards 2023. So yun na yun, plakado na yung lahat. And yung unang episode pala will be on Monday, which is our typical podcast day, which is December 18. And then, after ng Noche Buena Part 2, yun na yung paniguradong final episode talaga ng show. Marami pa tayong i-announce coming weeks. Siyempre, this year, marami kayong aabangan dito sa show. At saka next year din. So, bali, 4 na episode na lang to. This is one of those 4 episodes that you can expect this year on the podcast. So, first thing foremost, gusto ko muna magpasalamat sa mga pumunta ng MWF Noche Buena, sa lahat ng nakasama ko, mga kaibigan natin sa media, sa podcasting, tsaka sa mga kaibigan natin na nanood ng MWF Noche Buena. Hindi ko na iisa-isahin mga pangalan nyo at hindi na rin ako magme-mention ng kung sino-sino. Pero special mention pala kay Rowan tsaka kay Emil. Salamat sa inyo. Kasi ang hirap mag-book, buti na libre nyo ako. Di, joke lang. Joke lang. Ayun, hello na lang sa inyo. Ayun. So, tong episode na to, like what I said in the few minutes of the show, this will be our last episode of the year. So, mahaba-haba na namang episode ang inyong mapapakinggan ngayon. Pasensya na, I was trying to adjust my podcast mic kasi gusto kong hindi gumagalaw as much as possible. Ayokong gumalaw ng gumalaw kasi nakakabanas din namang gumalaw. Ayan na naman. So, for now, you can follow this show on all of the social media platforms on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, at sa iba pang mga social media platforms. You can follow this show as well on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, sa YouTube, and all of the platforms na napapakinggan nyo ng mga podcast na yan. So, mag-umpisa nga tayo sa mga bagay-bagay. Ano? So, nitong mga nakaraang araw, kung sabihin ko sa inyo, pasmado bunganga ako ngayon. Sabihan ko na kayo. Kung wala kayong sasabing hindi maganda, huwag nyo nang ituloy. Huwag nyo na akong rebatan sa mga susunod na sasabihin ko. Kasi, hindi talaga ako natutuwa sa mga nangyayari recently sa ating wrestling community. Lalo na sa Facebook, nakitang-kita nyo naman, may nagbabanta sa isang babae na aatakihin daw ng isang finisher move. Let's specific, RKO. Sige, i-RKO niya daw si ate. Kapal ng mukha mo, may asawa't kana't lahat, ganyan ka pa din, kagarapal, kakupal. Nakakahiya ka. Hindi ko pwedeng sabihin na sa kapal ng mukha mo, nakakaisip ka pa ng ganyan. May kaya ka naman, may utak ka naman, may konsensya ka naman, respetuhin mo yung babae. Huwag kang bastos. No? Sa totoo lang, ayoko na magsalita masyado kasi hindi ko kayang sikmurain lahat ng katarantaduhan na nakikita nyo sa WWE Philippines community. Hindi ko kayang tagalan. Alam nyo yun? Kasi sa totoo lang, ang purpose lang naman ng mga community na yan. Sorry akin. Sorry. Sorry guys. I was trying to search for the video na hinahanap ko. Ayan, habang nagko-commentary ako. Ayan, so I was trying to deal with these guys. Pucha, malaman lamang ko, mga supot pala to. Alam mo yun, there's two problems in Facebook's implementation of groups, no? Hindi ko muna isa-isahin yung problema ng community. Let's talk about the problem of Facebook themselves. Number one, alam niyo ba, hindi talaga magandang ideya na magkaroon ng anonymous posting sa mga communities. So sa mga groups na yan. Hindi siya magandang ideya in a way na nagpagmumulan to ng gulo eh. Sa totoo lang, ganyan yung sumusunod na storya sa mga gulo sa Facebook communities. Pansin na natin yan. Yung nangyayari sa mga community ngayon, it's just bonus. Diba? Bonus na lang lahat ng katarantaduhan na to. Kung kayo natutuwa na ina-RKO daw o gusto daw i-RKO itong babae na to, na taga cosplay community na ito. To be fair, di ko naman sila friends, so ayoko mo nang banggitin yung pangalan nila unless I have their approval to mention their name here on my show. So therefore, doon lang ako magkakaroon ng otoridad na i-mention ko yung pangalan nila. Pero sige, let's given na. Shut the F up, man. Seryoso. Alam mo, ito, ulitin, nakikita ko na yung post. Okay. So, itong mga post na to, basahin ko tong mga post. Hindi ko na i-mention yung name. So, okay, para maiba naman, since misogynist daw pag RKO, what if ipan-kick ko na lang si kung na i-mention yung pangalan. Ayun. So, tatlong sunod-sunod na posts to na screenshotan ko. So, kahit anong kickboxing pang kayang gawin mo, isang tadyak ko lang sa'yo at stunner, kinabukasan ka nagigising. Ito pa isa. I want to power bomb her so badly. Yung kagaya sa ginawa ni Baba Ray Dudley, Himeyang. Tas napasarap pa siya. You know what's funny about these guys? Yung mga nagpo-post na to, typically ito yung may anak, may disenteng buhay, may utak, as gusto lang talagang pagtripan tong babae, na hindi ko maintindihan why on earth they have to post on them. Bakit ka nga ba magpo-post for them? Right? Alam nyo, social media, nowadays, social media is just nakakairita. At some point, gusto ko na lang o din mag-alis ng Facebook pero hindi ko kaya kasi dyan din ako nagpo-promote. So, hindi ko kayang tanggalin yung social media, Facebook. Okay. So, ang problema naman ng community na yon, sige, mamaya ko na i-explain yung number 2. First problem, the group is very inactive. So, medyo nasurpresa ba ako? Hindi. Totoo lang. Hindi ako nasurpresa na hindi active tong community. Kasi, hindi yan Pro Wrestling PH Club na sobrang active, napakatahimik, wala kang makikitang ni isang botel ng katarantaduan unless kupal ka. Kaya yung mga naggagawa-gawa ng community dyan na puro dami account ang admin, pag-isipan nyo ng mabuti yung mga pinagagawa nyo. Ganun lang yun. No? Ayan nga. So, yes, guys, nababasa ko yung comments nyo sa Facebook. Yung mga, yung mga nandun sa post ko, nababasa ko yung comments nyo. Na i-call out ko daw si ganito, i-call out ko daw si ganyan. Pucha, kahit i-call out ko pa yan pa ulit-ulit, wala kang mapapala kasi tulog yung admin, wala rin sa pansitan. Yan ang problema eh. Inactive yung admin. Talo tayo, pare-parehas. So, ang choice na lang na pwede mong gawin, number 1, get the fuck out of that group. Number 2, sumali ka na lang sa grupo namin, which is the Pro Wrestling PH Club. Definitely the best Pro Wrestling PH Club in the community. Definitely the best Facebook community in the Philippines. Guys, iiwanan ko yung link ng community sa description ng episode na to. So, kung gusto nyo sumali kayo. It's our community naman. So, kung feeling nyo gusto nyo magpaka-superiority sa mga wrestling na ano nyo, sumali kayo. Pero, sumunod kayo sa batas namin. We have our rules here. At hindi kami puro dummy account. Ayan Ayan guys, hindi na ako magpo-promote ng kung ano-ano. Pero, keep in mind na yung mga pagkakatiwalaan yung mga tao, siguraduhin yung hindi yan mga dummy account. Kasi mga bitches yan mga bitch yan Hindi na ako magbabanggit ng pangalan, pero kahit pumunta ka ng Noche Buena, wala akong pakialam sa'yo, bitch ka pa din. Walang magbabago sa punto mo kahit sabihin mong kung anong dahilan nang hindi mo pag-accept ng role sa amin noon. Sorry. It's because bitch ka pa din. Hindi mo kayang ilunok yan kasi mataas ang pride mo. Para kasi BBM Ayan. Kainin mo yung realidad. Eto Sorry guys. Alam nyo, dahil mabait akong tao, nag-explore ako sa community na to. Wala akong pakialam sa mga kupal na nasa community na to. Pakyo pa rin kayo. Pero, dami nyo nagpo-promote sa amin Kala nyo welcome daw siya sa Ito, yung kaibigan ko si Christian Anastasio. By the way, our moderator to sa group na yan. So, pinapag-promotan siya. Ang kapal ng mukha, gusto niya mag-promote daw. Gusto niya daw mag-promote doon sa group na yon. Ang kapal naman ng mukha, napili mo pang pag-promotan yung kasama namin sa PWPH. Ayan, sige. Medyo himay-himay natin ng konti itong Hindi ko nababasahin. Hindi ko na pag-uusapan yung ibang pa mga post doon. Kasi magsasayang lang ako ng airtime dito sa show na to. No? Para lang ako nagsasayang ng airtime dito. Sa totoo lang. Pero bibigyan ko kayo ng lesson before we end the segment. Number 1, wag nyo kaming gagayahin. Never, ever adapt the ways that we do in PWPH. Never. Okay. Sabihin nyo nang nanggigitkeep ako. Pero totoo, sinasabi ko. That's the reality. Diba? Eto, basahin na natin yung, may nakita kasi akong kakaiba dito So, number 1, wrestling-related posts allowed. No spam posts. Number 1 pa lang, so palpal na kayo. Ayan binabasa ko yung rules para medyo transparent tayo. So we also encourage to support and promote our own wrestling promotions in the Philippines as MWF, FPW, and FEW. We automatically decline any nonsense spams, politics, irrelevant posts, and links here. Nagsalita yung magaling mag-umpisa ng politics discussion. Ayan, sige. Ito, number 2, be kind and courteous. Okay. So, we are all in this together to create a welcoming environment. Let's treat everyone with respect. Healthy debates and critical thinking are natural, but kindness is required. Ikaw, kind? Puta ka yan. Saka ka na maggawa-gawa ng rules na yan. Pag hindi 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ng mga admins mo, sarili mo lang din. Diba? Saka ka na magsalita ng ganyan pag ibang tao na yung admin mo. Yung mga pangalan pa lang na nandyan sa community mo, sus na Number 3, no hate speech, fighting, backstabbing, and bullying. Ito yung nakakatawa na sinushoot sa amin minsan. Ito yung nakakatawa na sinushoot sa community namin. Okay, sige. Bigyan muna natin ng ideya to. So, make sure everyone feels safe. Bullying of any type and even fighting fellow members are not allowed. This degrading and disrespectful comments about race, religion, culture, sexual bullshit, disability, gender, or identity will not be tolerated. Backstabbing fellow members, admins, and mods are not allowed. Nagsalita. No ad hominem and other fallacies are allowed here as well. Nagsalita. Guys, deep inside, di ko na mababanggitin pangalan ng community na to. Okay, number 4, respect everyone's privacy. Being part of this group requires mutual trust, putang ina, ayoko na basahin. Pangalan na kayo dyan. What shared in this group should stay in the group. Shut the fuck up. Eto weirdo ka na nga. Gusto mo pa maging weirdo yung grupo mo. Totoo, sira ulo ka ba? Sorry guys. I have to say this because I know people would not appreciate everything you are trying to say. Number 5, no blocking of admins and moderators. We ask you to refrain from blocking staff members. If you found that you're done this, we will be removed the blah 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 blah. Iba block mga dami. Putang ina. Okay, so no DTT, okay, number 6, number 7, bawal daw magbenta, paki namin. Okay, good. Number 8, ito na. Troll accounts and anonymous posting are not allowed. So we are not entertaining troll accounts and anonymous posts in order to be more transparent and more accountable. Doon pa lang nag-uumpisa na yung ano eh. Alam nyo, magpaka-realidad nga tayo dito. Number 1 pa lang palpal na eh. Ito pa kaya? Okay. So, please take, sorry. We accept FB accounts that they are active at least 6 months. Pero nino-normalize niyo yung mga gago sa community na nakikita niyo. Pinaghahakot niyo. Ang bobo mo. Bobo. De, number 9, please don't message admins staff. Post approval. Please allow up to 24 hours for your post to be reviewed and approved by our admins and mods. Tang-inang yan. Kapala mukha. Okay, last thing. Ayan na, violating the rules will be penalized. So, they have 3 strike policy. Number 1 is suspension. Number 2, 1 month suspension. Number 3, kick out. Hindi accountable to sa mga shit nila eh. Come on, boy. Yung mukha pa lang niya, hindi na siya accountable, sa totoo lang. Sige, hindi na ako magbabanggit ng mga pangalan, pero yung mga tao naman na, tao ba dito? Itong mga ulupong na to, na nanggugulo ng community, kayo rin naman yung nagsasali at salihan dyan sa community na yan. So, it's a bonus to us kasi sobrang tahimik ng PWPH. Pero guys, sabihan ko na lang kayo bago ako matapos sa first part ng segment na to. Ayun, ang akin lang, ang gusto ko lang naman iparating sa inyo. Guys, konting self-awareness lang. No? Konting self-awareness sa mga pinagagawa nyo, not only in PWPH, not only in wrestling, kung hindi sa lahat, konting self-awareness lang, no? Magkaroon kayo ng self-awareness sa mga pinagagawa. Kasi consequence niyan in the end. Lalo na tong ulupong na to, may anak. Ikaw kaya pagtripan namin anak mo, anong pakiramdam? No? Anong pakiramdam? No? Like what I said, I don't speak on them. I don't speak on kids. Di ako pumapatol ng bata. Pero pag kailangan sermonan, you deserve it. You're the ass whooping. Ano lang yun. Ang sigurado lang ako, wag kayong epal. Huwag kayong feeling close at higit sa lahat, huwag kayong garapal at makapal lang muka. Mapatao sa Noche Buena o kaya sa community na yon, daming kakapal lang muka. Kala mo, sino na? Nagkaroon lang ng sikat sa Facebook, nagkaroon na rin ng laki ng ulo. Yan ang hirap sa inyo eh. Masyado nyo kinakain yung pride eh. Ganun lang yun. Matuto lang kayong mag-isip at magkaroon ng self-awareness sa mga pinaggagawa nyo sa buhay nang hindi kayo nakakain ng buhay. Kasi wala kayong mapapala if ang iniisip nyo, pride nyo lang din. In the end, like what I said, people will always be people that's annoying. Kumaka pala mukha mo. No? Ayun na. Ayoko na magsalita. Masyado na pumapasmada buka ako. Baka ano pa masabi ko, guys, nakikiusap ako. Kung ayaw nyo papakinggan yung buong minuto na to, na ninermon lang ako. Pasensya na. Kailangan ko talaga manermon. Ang gusto ko lang talaga iparating dito, konting galang at self-awareness lang sa mga taong nakakasalamuha mo. Hindi man lang sa person, hindi man personal, siguro pati na rin sa social media. Kasi in the end, ikaw rin ang pagtatabunan at pagtatarantaduan. Panigurado ako. No? Yan lang naman. So, for the meantime, we are going to take a short break here. Masyado nang naiinit yung ulo ko. Ayan, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, gawin na natin yung review ng NXT Deadline sa episode na to. Ayun, so bibigyan ko muna ng review itong NXT Deadline. Pagbalik natin, pag-usapan na natin NXT Deadline. And then, the rest of the episode, pag-usapan natin yung mga nangyari sa mga episode. Kasama na yung segment ni CM Punk last time on SmackDown. At saka, doon sa NXT Deadline na rin. So for now, we're going to take a short break. Let's check our bunkmates on Bunk Collective.
Annyeong, we are One to Sarang.
Your next favorite Hallyu podcast.
We talk K-drama.
Ang daming kilig every time
Oh my
we
God.
hear K-drama. We also talk K-pop.
Yung feeling ko sa 17 na they bring me so much happiness.
And we live to entertain.
What you gonna do when Dicky Steak in front of
Check us out now on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Also on YouTube. Join us sa Tawanan at Kwentuhan from One to Sarang.
Hey everyone, this is Mo Twister, and you're listening to the Kingdom Podcast with the voice DJ Yuki.
That was the OG, Mo Twister, promoting this podcast. If you like Korean pop culture, or know someone who does, then get into it, and visit our Facebook, Twitter and Instagram pages at the Kingdom Pod PH.
We're proud to tell you that this is one of the premier shows to go to for your weekly dose of K-pop. So drop everything and listen to the Kingdom Podcast. Available in all your podcast streaming platforms.
Join us!
Ayan, so welcome back to the podcast. So ito na, wala nang rant-rant to. Pag-usapan na natin NXT Deadline. So ito na yung review, sure na to. So let's start with the CM Punk. So basically, nag-tease lang naman si CM Punk that he possibly signed with NXT. So yung justification niya na iwan siya sa flight and then he went to Bridgeport instead. So ayun, nagkaroon na ng cheers. So parang nag-usap na lang sila in person ni Shawn Michaels. So yun na yung explanation. So he can join Raw, SmackDown or NXT and that the fans are cheering NXT. So they played CM Punk's music and then yun na, tapos na yun. That's it. So it's so nice to see CM Punk, in my opinion naman. So pero ang sure ko naman kasi Punk will join Raw naman eh. Medyo ang awkward din. Medyo ang awkward din sa akin na ganun yung nangyari promo, pero okay, good. Pero nakakatawa pa din na nakakatawa pa din. Medyo ang weird nung suot ni Punk. Sure ako dun. Pero yan, unang-una gusto ko sabihin na Disney Plus, baka naman i-air nyo na yung mga NXT specials natin, no? Pucha kayo. Magdadalawang taon na tayo nag-TTS sa Disney Plus, ganun pa rin yung service nyo, nakakabuwisit kayo eh. No? Nakakabuwisit. Ayun na, so start tayo with the US US tuloy. North American Championship between Dominic Mysterio and Dragon Lee. So the match was amazing. Pero ang sure ko dito, ang weird kasi walang ibang members ng Judgment Day. Yes, medyo noticeable siya. Then, andito si Rey Mysterio on commentary. Yes. So basically, the match was amazing. Medyo naiklian lang ako. Ito, basically this match, originally dapat si Wesley yung kalaban dito ni Dom. Pero things changed and then he was replaced by Dragon Lee instead. Na taga SmackDown na. So medyo it's fine pa din naman sa akin. Pero ayun, yeah. Yung change nga, like what I said, is possible. And medyo nawiwirduhan din ako at the same time. So, Dragon Lee is a SmackDown guy na. So, medyo I have a different perspective on Dragon Lee's win here. As much as I love to see Dragon winning the title and Dom finally losing the belt, questionable sa akin yung panalo. Kasi Dragon Lee is a SmackDown na. So, number 2, questionable din sa akin yung kawalan ng Judgment Day members. Medyo questionable sa akin. Na kahit isa man lang na member ng Judgment Day, wala sa site ni Dom. Medyo questionable siya if pag-uusapan natin in picture. Pero yun nga, na-take advantage siya. Then, last couple of minutes, sobrang exciting sa totoo lang. Then, ayun, sobrang fun lang ng match na to para sa akin lang. Sobrang fun lang ito sa picture pag tinignan natin. Okay. Then, Dragon Lee celebrated with Rey Mysterio. Definitely that's a +1. Ang sure ko lang dito, they're presenting Dragon Lee as the new Rey Mysterio. Nasa tingin ko, parang they are presenting him as the new Rey Mysterio more than Dominic. Na obviously naman napapalayo na ng ibang ibayo, no? So ibang-iba talaga yung presentation ni Dom dito. And iba din yung presentation ni Dragon Lee. So parang naghahanap lang sila ng faith kay Dragon Lee para masabi natin na he will be the new Rey Mysterio of WWE. And pasado naman siya, at least sa akin, pasado naman. So, okay. So, yun. We have the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge. So, it's Tiffany Stratton, Lash Legend, Blair Davenport, Kelani Jordan, and Fallon Henley. So, Blair Davenport won the whole thing by ilang falls ba to? I think it's a 3 falls. 3 falls. Alam ko 3 falls ito. So, overall, the match was fun as hell. Sa totoo lang, medyo nakatutuwa ako at the same time na makita na si Blair is now earning her shot on the NXT Women's title. But keep in mind, there are 2 possible threats on her. Number 1 is Lola Buys. So, they are still building Lola Buys as up to this day na nanalo ng breakout tournament tas walang nangyari. Tangin ng breakout yan. Alam ko may reward tong breakout tournament na to eh. Gusto ko malaman kailan nila i-insert si Lola Buys sa picture, sa Tyro picture. Number 2, Cora Jade. Cora Jade made her return after of the match assaulting Lyra Valkyria. So, the match na reward na to, obviously, she will get the Tyro match for New Year's Evil, no? Makukuha niya yung Tyro shot sa New Year's Evil. And para sa akin lang, so Blair Davenport getting the 1 point. First point is on during Tiffany Stratton, no? Then, medyo magulo. Ayan din. Kailan ni Jordan, medyo nalungkot ako kasi wala siya nakuhang points ni isa sa buong match na to. Pero para sa akin, siya yung isa sa mga MVPs ko throughout this women's match. So, sobrang ganda pa din ng pinakita niyang performance. Pero, ang para sa akin lang, mas nag-shine ng malala si Tiffany at saka si Blair Davenport. wala akong masabi. Performance-wise, sobrang impressive. Si Lash Legend, para sa akin, medyo, ano man tawag dito, they are treating her as the biggest threat, just like Braun Breaker. And the good thing though, ang tawag dito, the good thing about her is sobrang angas ni Lash Legend for some reason. Nakita nyo ba yung slam niya kay Otis? Wow, holy hell. That was amazing if you're going to ask me. Holy man, that was holy shit moment. Mas malala pa kay Naya. Yan na yan. And then, the match, I know, it will take some time. Sure ako doon. So, Blair is 3 points. Lash 2 points. Then, Fallon and Tripani is 1 points each. Then, Kilana Jordan, 0 points. So, yun. Tawag dito. So, yun nga, si Blair, sobrang genius nung solid na to, sa match na to. Sobrang solid. Pero, logicable wise, kailangan kong tanggalin si Lash Legend sa equation. Kaya, hindi. Oo nga, tama. Kailangan ko siya tanggalin kasi sobrang hindi pa siya ganong hinog for Tyro shot. So, ang pinag-iisipan ko dito, it's either Tiffany o kaya si Blair Davenport. Nung nag-prediction ako, hindi ko na siya nirelease. Pero, ang pinili ko talaga, it's possible Blair. Given naman na kay Blair Davenport yun. Pero it's still good job for the match. Tingin ko solid naman talaga yung pinakitang match na to. So, okay pa rin. Sobrang solid pa rin overall. Pero keep in mind again that there are still 2 big threats in Blair's Tyro. So, Blair's tuloy. So, Lyra's Tyro. So, number 1 will be Cora Jade that just made her return, assaulting Lyra Valkyria after of the match. Number 2, Lola Vice. So, feeling ko talaga Lola Vice mananalo din to ng Tyro this year. Or next year, paligurado ako. Yun lang naman. So, Cora Jade, How the Tyro, ang sure ko lang naman, hindi mananalo si Blair sa New Year's Evil. That's for sure. Yan lang naman. Pero, ayun lang. Ito, so, Carmelo Hayes versus Lexis King. Medyo maikili lang yung naging match na to. 8 minutes. So, hindi ko naghahabaan din yung story ko dito. Ito lang yung basically explanation ng match na to. So, this match was set, Carmelo Hayes, itong point lang nito actually is Carmelo Hayes getting his revenge on Lexis King for involving and Melo's business. So basically Melo versus Trick. So yun lang naman yung sa akin, dating sa akin. So tapos after of the match, si Lexis King did a promo. He said that he is admitting that it wasn't him who attacked Trick Williams, but he thanked Melo for the PLE spot. So yes, it's still a good thing. So si Melo pa rin talaga yung attacker. That's for sure. Yan lang naman. Then, ano pa ba? Then, ayun na nga. So, they announced, ano ba tawag dito? NXT Vengeance Day will be set on Sunday, February 4th. So, it's WrestleMania. Ayun. So, we can assume na steel cage na yung sunod. So, yeah. Steel cage na nga. Hindi pa. Wow. So, yun. Men's Iron Survivor Challenge. So, 25 minutes ulit ito. So, Dijak, Josh Briggs are the two guys. Then, Tyler Bate. Then, Trick Williams. Sobrang over ni Trick dito. I swear Trick Williams over as fuck. Okay. Then, the last one is Braun Breaker. Literally, the game changer of this whole match. Wala pang 2 minutes, 3 points. Basic. Ayun. So, this whole match, pucha, sobrang solid, alam mo yun. Itong buong match na to. And mas na, sobrang lala nung fate ko kay Trick. Even though, di ako nag-expect na mananalo siya. May continuity naman kasi. So, understandable na hindi siya mananalo ng title dito. Kaya, kahit manalo ko sino man sa 5 to, hindi man nanalo rin ng title kay Ilya. So, Trick Williams, safe choice just for the continuity within the feud between Melo and Trick. Pero wala, di pa rin siya mananalo. Let's face it. Pero itong match to overall, that was amazing. And then, overall, it's just impressive match. Sobrang nice to see Josh Briggs then on the match. Na lahat sila actually nakakuha ng falls. So, kahit si Josh Briggs ay nakakuha rin ng pinfall. So, it's a good thing din, no? So, yun. So, it's very given to see Dijak still winning as well. Pero, ang tingin ko lang talaga dito, Trick Williams talaga sa tingin ko yung mananalo sa match to. It's very given. So, the match was announced as well na mananalo din, makakalaban niya rin yung champion sa New Year's Evil in January. So, yun lang. So, yun. Eto. So, yun lang. So, ito yung sa manod. Kilani. Roxanne Perez versus Kiana James. So, this match, wow, holy man. This match is only, ito, may special stipulation to na, ano ba tawag dito? The only way to win is by pinfall or submission. So, hindi pwedeng escape. So, wow. Wow, like holy shit. The match was so good, I admit. Pero yung crowd, pasatingin ko, di nila nasundan. Di nila nasundan yung Iron Survivor ng men's. Yun lang yung problema ko. Pero, ayun. So, Easy Dame was at ringside to slam the door on Roxanne. Kiana James used the steel chair for the knee. And then she took the advantage for the pinfall. Pero overall, tawag dito, overall para sa akin, Kiana James getting an ally. Okay sa akin yun. Ideya doon din. Magandang ideya din. And, pero, the finish was cheap. Okay, though. That's a good point. Hindi rin siya disappointing. Hindi rin siya mainit. Hindi rin siya mainit, though. Pero, that was a really good way to introduce Isidane as a new ally of Kiana James. So, hindi ko siya pwedeng i-miscredit. Pero hindi siya maganda, hindi rin siya pangit na match. Ayun na sabihin ko. Hindi siya pangit na match. That's for sure. Pero, yun lang. In-announce din na mag-uumpisa na yung men's Iron Survivor Challenge. Men's Breakout Tournament. Hindi pala Survivor Challenge. So, in-announce na rin that CM Punk may decide his signing o signee. Kung saan siya magsasign. Doon na rin i-announce. So, yun. Then, yun na nga, Baron Corbin versus Ilya Dragunov. So, alam nyo, gusto ko yung main event. Medyo bago siya sa pangining ko. Imagine Baron Corbin main eventing a pay-per-view. That's amazing. It's amazing to see. Imagine nyo, halos 10 taon na lampas si Baron Corbin sa WWE. Never ko pa siya nakitang mag-main event. Ngayon pa lang. And it's so nice to see Baron Corbin main eventing the show. And sobrang ganda din ng naging evolution ni Baron Corbin sa buong run niya ngayon so far as NXT's possible second best threat, no? So yun, summary na naman natin yung match. Yung match was solid. Oo, sobrang solid din ng match na to, sa totoo lang. And Corbin is just impressive as hell. Yung wow, holy man. Ilya Dragunov can bring his opponents something. Like, putang ina. Sobrang impressive ni Ilya, alam mo yun. Si Ilya talaga. Magaling siya magdala ng kalaban. Yun yung gusto ko sa kanya. Like, yung ibang mga nakakalaban niya, nadadala niya din. Yung mga pangit na kalaban, nadadala niya. So that's a good thing. Then, yes, medyo tahimik yung crowd sa matches niya. Hindi naman siya kasalanan, though. Pero, hindi lang din interested. Pero ang akin kasi dito, sana mag-cheer naman kayo. It's your champion, bro. Yun. So, after of the match, Trick Williams appeared in the aisle. So, Trick Williams made the belt motion. Then, Carmelo Hayes are trying to go to Melo as well or Trick on the ramp. And that's it for the show. So, yun. Yung rating ko dito, siguro, wait lang. That was a really good show, pero yung comparison ko sa ibang shows, wait a minute. Ayan, ang akin lang dito, the match na in my opinion, yung dalawang Iron Survivor title matches, okay siya sa akin. O yan, both of them are okay. The men's, excellent. The women's, sakto lang. Then, yung kay Dragon Lee win the title match. So, that's a good thing too. Sobrang ganda rin. Yung kina Roxanne tsaka Kikiana, feeling ko hindi siya necessary. No? Hindi siya necessary tignan. Yung, ito ngayon nung kay Ilya na to, the match was amazing pa din, pero it's not the used to. Carmelo and Lexis King, hindi ko na siya sinama siguro. Panggulo na lang siya, sige. Panggulo na lang natin ilagay. But, okay. I can rate this properly. So, lahat ng pay-per-views, tapos na tayo sa WWE. And yun lang naman. I think the pay-per-view, I can give it a solid 6.5. I guess, 6.5. Medyo mataas pa yon sa totoo lang. Malalaman ko by Wednesday. I'm going to announce my final rating here by Wednesday. So, overall, the show was 6.5. At least for now. I-reveal ko na lang yung susunod, yung final rating ko by Wednesday sa social media ko. So, yun lang naman sa akin. So, at least, maganda yung NXT deadline. Some of them delivered, some of them don't. Pero yun lang naman. Wala naman akong ganong complaints. Sa number one, I can watch it on Watch Wrestling or other wrestling platforms. Pakyo pa din sa Disney Plus for not airing NXT specials. 6 na shows lang yan i-air nyo. Hindi nyo pa rin ma-air. Utang na loob. Kung ayaw nyo i-air, tanggalin nyo na lang yung WWE Network sa Disney Plus. Ganun lang yun. No? Tanggalin nyo na lang lahat kung hindi nyo kayang i-air. Lahat. Yun lang yun. Sobrang nakakabuisit. Sobrang nabibuisit ako. Basta yun lang yun. Ayun, tapos na tayo sa mga WWE PLEs, NXT PLEs, Impact PLEs, AEW Worlds End. I-insert ko na lang siya by next year sa rating ko. Kung ano yung, o kaya sa social media. Doon ko na lang i-reveal yung placement niya sa tier list natin. So, yung tier list, marireveal naman natin siya by next week sa episode na parating dito sa podcast. So, mahaba-habang tier list episode yon. Wala tayong review doon Hindi tayo magre-review ng mga shows that week. Magpo-focus lang tayo sa tier list episode. And then we can go to Friday para sa ating The Bash Awards 2023. Yan lang naman. So, let's continue now on some talks sa Raw. So, konting talk tayo. So, Raw, we got Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. So, yun na nga. Si Sami... Ayun, si Sami is na-write off na as of today kasi nabigyan daw siya ng grant for a break. So, okay, good. So, that was a solid thing. That was a good thing. Ayan. Then, yun lang naman. Then, we have here DIY versus Imperium. That was a really solid match too in my book. Okay. So then, ano pa ba? Ayan. So ano pa ba? Ano pa ba pwede natin i-mention? So, Creed Brothers versus Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough. Alam mo itong match na to, sobrang ang highlight dito lately si R-Truth. Sobrang ano kasi ni Truth sobrang kahit anong gawin niya, matatawa ka. That's amazing to see. And eto, gusto kong gusto kong sabihin to sa inyo din para parehas. Pucha, dapat ilagay nyo na rin si Ivy Nile sa mga matches. Ayoko siya maging manager. Mas gusto ko siyang mag-compete din. Siguro para dagdag talents din. Dami-daming talents dyan sa roster. Hindi nyo siya magamit ng tama. Then ito, main event. So, Seth Rollins versus Jey Uso. Overall, this match, good thing though na nagamit nila yung last 30 minutes of the show. And the match was overall amazing in my opinion. I can choose this as my pick of the week any time of the week. Dito, panigurado. Yun lang. Pero overall, this show is okay lang. I guess, okay lang. So, good lang, okay lang. Okay lang siguro. I can say na okay lang, I guess. Possibly naman next week will be the last show before the holidays. Ayan. Yun lang naman. So, wala naman akong complete masyado. So, SmackDown, mas maikli tayo. So, CM Punk is here in the building. So, ayan. So, CM Punk appeared. So, mag-highlight na tayo dun sa promo ni CM Punk. So, CM Punk, wait lang. Hanapin ko lang yung source. Yung guide ko. Ayun. So, hindi ko mahanap yung yung review ko. Ano ba yan? Ayun. Ito, start tayo with some CM Punk thing sa SmackDown. Ewan ko, sobrang solid nung appearance ni Punk. So, ito. So, Santos Escobar versus Dragon Lee. The match was great. The match was great here. Sa totoo lang, sobrang solid. Kasi natutuwa ako na nabubook si Dragon Lee ng tama. Same with Santos. So, it's a good thing para lang sa continuity. Mas deserved ni Santos manalo talaga dito sa match ito. So, it's a good thing to me. Okay. So, Randy Orton gave a $100,000 check to Nick Aldis, GM. Tapos sinabi niya, natatawa siya kasi he paired Orton with fucking LA Knight na hindi na daw kilala. Hindi siya nagtagumpay sa protesta niya. So, Randy paid Nick Aldis $100,000. Sinabi niya, twice niya daw binayaran yung amount kasi gusto niya daw, bibigyan niya pa daw ng isa pang RKO. Multa rin yun. Ayun, okay lang. So, ano pa ba? So, di ko na isama yung promo ni Cody. So, di naman siya special. So, Bobby Lashley versus Karrion Kross. Same with the first match, Santos versus Dragon Lee. Okay lang. Okay lang din. Ito na. So, promo made his promo na medyo mas spicy siya tignan, no? Mas spicy kaysa doon sa promo niya. So, he mentioned some names such as Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and then Roman din. Tsaka Seth without mentioning his name. So, CM Punk and his promo, tapos na yung promo that he will sign the contract and he will reveal his vision or kung ano yung gagawin niya next year na magme-main event siya ng WrestleMania. So in my opinion, ito na lalabas na yung posible maging Royal Rumble winner thanks to this promo and thanks to CM Punk as well. So medyo obvious na kung sino yung manalo ng Royal Rumble. Kung opposite yung nangyari, good. Pero feeling ko kahit di naman manalo ng Royal Rumble si CM Punk, may way na siya para manalo ng Rumble ng match na sa amin niya, di ba? Para ma-earn niya yun. Ayun. So, Charlotte player, according on what we got, so it looks like Charlotte got injured. Charlotte got injured here. Medyo, ano ba tawag dito? Medyo na-injured si Charlotte. So, it's kinda sad. Okay. Pero okay. Okay na yun. Okay na. Then, we got CM Punk and Cody Rhodes confronting each other. Cody said that he has his own story to focus and pointed to the Royal Rumble as place where he and Punk will collide. Yun lang, okay lang. Okay, so here in the main event, ano man tawag dito? So, ang nagustuhan ko with this whole episode ng SD, no? So, mas klaro yung plano ni CM Punk sa WWE dito sa episode na to. Kumpara nung Raw na medyo maikli lang yung duration ng promo niya, hindi niya gano'n na-explain mabuti kung ano yung magiging agenda niya sa buong run na to. No, yun lang naman. Medyo mas klaro siya. Mas na-explain siya mabuti. Pero, regardless, it's a good thing pa din na na-explain siya ng mabuti dito sa buong segment. So, it's still a win to me. Ayun. So, continue natin. So, Trent Seven, former tag team partner of Trent, Tyler Bate, yun nga, former tag team partner niya. He just signed with TNA Wrestling. So, they aired also the final TNA event, which is the Final Resolution. So, they announced 2 banger matches. So, first, Kazuchika Okada and Motor City Machine Guns versus Moose. Ano ba? Nakalimutan ko yung name, sorry. Moose, si Matt Cardona ba to? Hindi si Matt Cardona ito eh. Si Moose, putang ina. Bakit? Tingnan ko na nga. So yan, they announced 2 matches here on TNA doon sa tapings, sa susunod ng tapings. So yun na nga, so it's Eddie Edwards, Kazuchika Okada, ito muna. Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, and Kazuchika Okada versus Moose, Brian Myers, and Eddie Edwards yun. So then yung isa pang match na in-announce nila, which is the Will Ospreay versus Josh Alexander 2. So they will compete in a last man standing match. Okay, good. And yun na nga, so Trent Seven signed for, ang tawag dito, he signed for TNA na, yun lang. So medyo, ito, isa pang announcement na ginawa ng TNA. So they said that they just launched a streaming service, or rather, they will launch a streaming service. So yun, search ko nga mabuti. So yun na nga, TNA just launched a new streaming service for their company. Naunahan pa yung AEW. So yun na nga, ito na nga, nakipag-partner si TNA kay Endeavor for their new streaming service. So kilala niyo naman si Endeavor na maganda yung mga streaming service ni Endeavor. So ito na nga, tatawagin siyang TNA Plus, and it will be available on January 5, and it will be $9.99 a month and then $95.99 for a year. So it will stream their pay-per-view, special live events, and so much more. So medyo tatanggalin na nila sa equation yung Impact Plus at saka yung Fight. So it's a good thing. So isa pang announcement na nangyari, na announce earlier this weekend. So si Fight TV, they announced that their app will be rebranded as Thriller TV. So itong announcement na to, itong Thriller TV, it will be set December 13 at 8:59 PM kung dito sa ating sa oras. So Fight just announced on their emails na ito na nga, we're changing our name to Thriller TV. It feels right as we now so much beyond combat sports. So we promise your experience with your fight. We promise your experience with Fight, the one that you know and love, isn't go anywhere. And if anything changes anything, it will be better. So looking ahead, we're committing to keep our stellar growth. And medyo nag-expand sila na sa hindi lang combat sports. So hindi lang wrestling, hindi lang boxing. yung fight ngayon medyo iba na eh. Medyo mas meron na rin mga football, ganyan, mga iba na ring leagues. So, wala namang pagbabago masyado. So, it's a good thing pa din na may AEW sa fight, tawag dito, sa fight or sa magiging, ano ba tawag dito, Thriller TV. So, it's still a good thing. It's still a win if you're going to ask me. Yan lang naman. So, pag-usapan natin ng mabilis itong AEW Dynamite, itong huling episode natin, bago tayo matapos. So, AEW Dynamite. So, yun. Hindi na ako nagulat na natalo si Adam Copeland kay Christian Cage. Hindi naman kagulat-gulat. Okay. So, ito, medyo na-focus siya sa Continental Classic. So, Moxley defeated Rush. Undefeated pa rin si Moxley sa Continental Classic. So, Swerve Strickland defeated Mark Briscoe as well on the match. Then, isa pa na match. So, Timeless Tony Storm defeated Sky Blue. And then, Jay White defeated Jay Lethal. Ayun, yun lang. So, then, yun na nga yung main event. Christian Cage versus Adam Copeland. Obviously, yung nanay ni Nick Wayne turned on Adam Copeland. So definitely it will lead to a more controversy or more convincing way on how they can build the story than nung Christian versus Adam Copeland. So it's still a good thing na nangyari tong match na to sa TV. And it will be for the continuity. Pero hindi pa rin magbabago yung opinion ko na sobrang stupido ng mga referees ng AEW. That's for sure. Ito na lang, updates na lang for the Continental Classic sa mga scores. So far, Jon Moxley has 9 points. Swerve has 9 points too. Jay White 6. Rush 3. Jay Lethal and Mark Briscoe with 0. Blue League, Andrade has 6. Brody has 6. Danielson has 6. Claudio and Eddie Kingston 3. Daniel Garcia Itlog 0. Ayun. So, yun lang naman ang podcast natin this week. So, basically, that's it for this whole show, no? Wala naman ako kailangan pang i-update. So, sinabi ko na kanina yung kay Trent 7 sa it's a good thing to rebuild himself in TNA. So, that would be great for him, no? And tanangin ko nga kayo, ano yung masasabi nyo doon sa rant ni Mark Briscoe about WWE on Fox? Not straight WWE, use their name na, ba't tawag dito? Ba't tawag dito? Ito so ito yung sinabi ni Mark Briscoe. So for real, this shit is hilarious, Triple H. Whoever runs this Twitter should probably fired for lack of knowledge or they need the taste slap of their mouth for lack of preparation. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, Mark Briscoe, I love Mark Briscoe. I really love this guy. Sobrang nire-respeto ko to when it comes to tag team wrestling. But medyo ang unnecessary ng tweet niya, sa totoo lang. Kasi hindi naman trademarked sa kanya yung Dem Boys. Medyo nakamark lang sa kanya in wrestling. Pag sinabing Dem Boys, so syempre, Briscoe yun. Diba? So medyo, at least, Mark Briscoe tweeted another tweet sa X. Oh yeah, that's why I quit posting on X. I just logged back on. Some of you all are wild. I just missed my brother. That's all. And I got a little in my feelings where I got seen the Fox post. You ain't gotta fire nobody times and stuff. Love you all. Take it light, people. Okay, so what I like about this, Mark Briscoe took it as a mistake then. And medyo, kahit sabihin kong questionable, understandable siya sa akin. Kasi trauma may emotion pa siya sa pagkawalan ng kapatid niya. So kayo ba guys, gusto ko kayong tanungin, ano ba yung opinion nyo sa tweet na to ni Mark Briscoe about Triple H on Fox? So, gusto kong malaman yung mga sentiments nyo about this. Let me know your thoughts on our podcast platforms and on our sa Spotify din. Gusto ko rin malaman yung opinion nyo about it on our podcast platform. So, for now, cover up na natin to. So, podcast na to, tong episode na to. Tapos na tayo dito actually sa episode na to ng podcast. So, for now, you can follow this show on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, and YouTube on the MTG Show Pod. Just search it on your podcast platforms and you will see all of the episodes of the show. Also, you can follow the show on Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, and all of the social media platforms. Threads din, sama nyo na. And marami pang ibang pwede nyong pagpalunan ng MTG Show Podcast. That's on all of the social media platforms. Also, paki-follow na rin ng lahat ng shows ng Bunk Collective. So, that's at the Bunk PH, social media ng Bunk, and sa website namin at thebunkph.com. So, next week on the show, there will be no reviews of the show. Instead, we're going to start The Bash Awards 2023 next week. First, we're going to do the tier list episode on December 18th or 19th, whatever ko naman kailan man papatak. Then, part 2 will be on Friday, where we're going to discuss the winners of our Bash Awards 2023. So, meron akong explanation na sasabihin sa inyo regarding on that and coming episode na yan. So, yun lang naman ang gusto ko iparating. So, I hope you guys can enjoy your holiday season na din. So, that's why medyo binago ko yung format nun. Ayun, this week on Kingdom. So, mga kaibigan natin from Kingdom Podcast. So, they talk about Mama 2023. So, they also ranted on Katniel. Ayun. So, basically, they talk about Mama 2023. Ito basically yung WrestleMania of awards pagdating sa K-pop. No? So, by the time that you are listening on this episode, meron din ditong Asian Artist Awards dito sa Philippine Arena. So, kung mapapanood nyo rin yun sa Lazada o sa iba pang social media platforms, we're good. Pero, yun. Thank you din sa pag-follow din sa Kingdom. I hope you can support it if you are looking for unfiltered and unbiased K-pop podcast on our team here on Bunk Collective. So, yan lang naman. Pakinggan nyo na lang siya sa social media platforms and on YouTube din ng The Bunk Collective. And ako din, syempre, paki-follow naman ako on my social media platforms at AG Penera on Twitter and on Instagram. So, Twitter. I was always saying Twitter. It's X. Ayan lang guys. So, to X. Ito, picks of the week na lang before we end. So, yung match of the week ko is obviously Seth versus Jey Uso. Then, yung match of the week ko, match of the week. Superstar of the week ko was Trick Williams. And then yung woman of the week ko was, I think medyo naglilin ako kay Lash Legend to. Lash Legend. Lash Legend was impressive as well on the Iron Survivor Challenge at saka yung match before sa NXT. So that's why siya yung pinili ko. Mas leaning ako doon. Yun. So, yun lang naman sa akin. So, kung kayo ay nakikinig sa podcast na to, next week, there will be no regular programming. So, instead, you will listen to the Bash Awards 2023 episode specials starting December 18th. Wala nang time. Hindi ako magta-time doon. Bahala kayo. Basta expect nyo na lang marirelease na yung The Bash Awards 2023. And it will start with the tier list of the shows that aired, PLEs that aired this year, pay-per-view aired this year. And also, on Friday, December 22nd, that will be the season finale of the podcast. And also, final episode officially of the show. Pero bago yon, Noche Buena 2023, magre-release tayo ng review nun by Christmas after of the airing sa Rakop Manila. So, abangan nyo na lang yung mga anunsyo namin sa social media platforms ng podcast regarding on the episode about Noche Buena 2023. So again, maraming salamat sa mga nakita natin sa Noche Buena. Maraming salamat din sa mga nagsisinungaling palagi at saka sa mga putangan ng members ng WWE Philippines. Pakyo po kayo. Yun lang naman. Pero yan na nga, thank you for listening on this episode of the podcast. Stay safe and stay wrestle. I hope you have a great day and I hope na sana masaya kayo sa mga Christmas parties nyo this coming year-end. Yung mga may year-end dyan, sana masaya kayo sa mga year-end nyo tsaka sa mga Christmas parties na din. And see you on the next episodes of the show. 2 episodes na lang tayo, 3 sa podcast. And for now, see you on the next one. Goodbye for now.